Welcome. Thanks for joining me today. This one is for all you weekend warriors, you athletes, the people who work hard in your bodies, you play hard in your bodies, but you don't really call yourself a yogi. You're not a person that goes to regular yoga classes and you need a good stretch. Not only are you going to get a good stretch, but you're also going to build a little bit of strength because we know I'm an ex-athlete. I used to play softball and I know that I like to get any type of strength exercise in when I can, as well as my flexibility. So this is just for you. So we're going to start seated for a moment, just get ourselves into the frame of mind of getting to our mat. So I'd like you to sit in hero's pose. This will be a good stretch for your knees and your ankles. If this is too much for you, definitely have a block. You can sit on your block. If it's still too much for you, just sit cross-legged. So as you draw your feet, your knees together, your feet are going to come apart, and that block can go on all different levels behind you. I'm just going to slide it equal with my ankles on the lowest level, and we're just going to pause there. So sit up tall into those sit bones. Draw the shoulder blades onto the back. Draw the head back in line with the shoulders. And then just rest your hands on your thighs. Just start to bring yourself into the room, onto your mat, into your body. Coming into the present moment. And start to focus on your breath here. Inhaling and exhaling a little bit deeper. Using your breath today when times get challenging. Our holds today are going to be 90 seconds. Breathing full and deep, using that breath to help you get through, help you persevere, help you hold those poses. And setting an intention of holding strong, having that strength within inside of you, whether it be maybe letting go of ego and making yourself use your blocks. Maybe it's using modifications that you need to. Maybe it's taking an extra breath. Sometimes we tend to give up more mentally than we do physically. Our body can be put through a lot more than our mind can. So maybe you're staying mentally strong here today in this practice. So setting an intention revolving around strength. Strength that you have, strength that you want to cultivate here while you're on your mat today. We're definitely going to work on the physical part of the strength. Don't worry about that. Okay, we're going to set that intention. You may om with me or you can just sigh out your mouth. Bring your hands to your heart center. Take a full inhale through the nose. Release the hands, let those eyes blink open, and let's come to standing. Make sure you have a wall. If you don't have a wall, press pause and come back. So you're going to have a wall here. We're going to start with a wall squat. What better way to warm up the body than to work those legs? So ground down into the feet, press back onto the wall, make sure your knees are right over your ankles, and then see if you can actually get those knees and hips in line. The lower you can go, the more strength it's going to build here. And so our time has started, so like I said, 90 seconds. Press down with those feet, press back against the wall, and then our arms are going to do a little stretch. So bring your arms out forward, right arm over the left. If you can, eagle arms. If that's not going to happen, hands to your shoulders. As you inhale, lift the elbows. Exhale, press the elbows and your hands toward the front of the room. Breathing, full breaths. We got 15 more seconds on this side. Let that Ujjayi breath help you hold. And then unwind the arms, this time the left arm over the right. Bend the elbows, eagle arms, and then press the elbows forward and draw the shoulders away from the ears. Keep pressing into the heels, pressing into the balls of the feet. Keep lengthening the spine nice and long, pressing the spine into the wall. Keep breathing. Good. About 20 more seconds here. Use that breath. Find the strength within you. Your physical body is strong. Let your mental side come out. Got 5 more seconds here. One more full inhale. Exhale. Go ahead and unwind. Press off that wall. Come to standing. Awesome. So next we're going to warm up. So we warmed up our legs. We're going to warm up our arms with a little bit of handstand hopping. So coming just to your mat to begin, if you'd rather have the wall behind you to trust yourself, you can do that. We're going to do 45 minutes of hops and then a 45-second hold. So lying your downward dog. Pause there, look to your hands, bring your feet together, walk them in slightly, bend your knees, and here we go. We're going to hop heel to bum. Heel to bum. Inhale, come down. Exhale, hop. Inhale, down. Exhale, hop. Inhale, down. Exhale, hop. Continue on. Keep the arms nice and strong. We're just working on finding a little moment of hovering. Keep yourself tucked in a little ball. Use your breath. Good, we got 10 more seconds. Keep breathing. Good, 5, maybe 2 more hops here. And finish. Good, bring yourself to the wall, straight into it here. So we're gonna tuck, bring ourselves next to the wall, ground those hands, and kick. Good, keep nice and strong, zip up through the legs. Lengthen the tailbone toward your heels. Good, maybe start to find some balance, pulling those feet away from the wall. Good, breathe. Press in with the hands, grow long. Good. 10 more seconds here. Awesome, 3 more full breaths and you got it. And slowly coming down. Find your mat, find child's pose, well deserved. Find that breath, arms come back by your side, forehead rests on the mat. Nice full breaths here. Slow that heart rate down. Congratulate yourself on being so strong. And then slowly making your way forward to the top of your mat. Having your blocks at the top of your mat in case your hamstrings are tighter and you might need them for straightening your legs when we get there. So from here, you're going to ground down into your feet, hip distance apart, or big toes touching. Yogi's choice, you get to decide. We're going to go through a little flow. We're going to go 90 seconds, so it's about 3 rounds on each side with these. 1 breath, 1 movement. Exhale fully here. And as you inhale, take the arms up. And exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, refold. Inhale, takes the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Good, starting with our flow. Inhale, steps the left foot back. Exhale, crescent lunge. Good, as you inhale, shift the weight forward. Exhale, come to warrior 3. Inhale, steps the back foot back. Exhale, lift it up, warrior 1, back heels grounded. Inhale, brings those hands to the floor, nice low lunge. Exhale there. Inhale, right arm up, left arm turns down. Exhale there. Inhale, hands to the floor. This is where you might need your blocks. Exhale, straighten both legs. Inhale, lengthens back forward, bending into that front knee. Exhale there. Inhale, lifts the chest, lifts the arms. Good. Exhale, coming forward. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, hold. Inhale, lengthens you back, lift the chest, warrior 1. Exhaling. Inhale, hands to the floor. Exhale, low lunge. As you inhale, right arm up. Exhale, hold. Inhale, hand down. Exhale, straightening both legs. Inhale, bending in. Exhale, pause. Then as you inhale, sweep the arms, last round. Exhale. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, balance on that front leg. Inhale, brings the leg back. Ground the heel, reach it up. Exhale. Inhale, hands to the floor, low lunge. Exhale there. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, nice long spine. Exhale, fold over front straight leg. Inhale, lengthen forward. Exhale, bend into the knee. Look forward as you inhale, step it forward. And exhale, fold. Inhale, takes those arms all the way up. Exhale. Exhale, hands to heart. Good. As you inhale, step the right foot back. Exhale, lift those arms. Coming into that crescent lunge. Inhale, shifts the weight forward. Exhale, extend the back leg. Maybe those arms start to go straight. Inhale, we'll reach the leg back, round the back heel, lift it up, warrior one. Inhale, hands to the floor. Exhale, low lunge. As you inhale, left arm comes up. Exhale, hold. Inhale, hand comes down, lengthen forward. Exhale, straighten the front leg. Inhale, bending into that front knee. Exhale there. On your inhale, lift it up, crescent lunge. Exhaling. Inhale, shifts the weight forward. Exhale, lengthen it forward, warrior three. Inhale, lengthens that leg back, round the heel, lift the chest, exhaling. Inhale, hands to the floor. Exhale, find a lower lunge. Inhale, lifts that left arm up, twist. Exhale to the floor. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold over that front straight leg. Inhale, bends back into the knee, last round. Exhale there. As you inhale, reach the arm, crescent lunge. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, shifts it forward. Exhale, lift that back heel. Exhale there. As you inhale, drop the back heel, lift the chest, warrior one. Exhale, hands to the floor, find that low lunge. As you inhale, open through the twist. Exhale, hand to floor. Inhale, straightens the front leg. Exhale, hold. Inhale, lengthens you out. Exhale, bend into that front knee. As you inhale, step the back foot to meet the front. Big inhale, lengthen. And exhale, fold. Inhale, takes those arms all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart. Good. Use a block if you need to. Step out nice and wide on your mat. As wide as your arms are long, ankles right underneath those wrists, hands to your hips. Inhale, lifts the chest. Exhale, forward fold, nice long spine. Hands come down, fingertips, toe tips line up. If you need the block, press into it. Keep the legs nice and straight. Lift those kneecaps. Inner thighs spiral back. Top of the head reaches toward the floor. Outer edges of the feet press away, really getting into those hamstrings after that movement. Slowing the breath down here. There's a slight inversion as well, so you're getting some blood flow toward the head. So really slow the breath down. Nice full inhales and exhales. About halfway through this hold. Keep lifting up through the kneecaps. Imagine the shoulder blades drawing together onto the back as the heart, chest draw forward between the legs. Good, one more full inhale here. Going a little bit deeper if you can, maybe walking those hands back. You got 20 more seconds here. One more full inhale. Exhale fully. Inhale, lengthens you out, nice long spine. Exhale, bend into your knees, walk your hands to the top of your mat, step it back to downward facing dog. So we're gonna do 90 seconds of plank flow. So we're gonna go from downward dog to plank, really using that core. So wherever you are, exhale fully. As you inhale, start to roll forward, chins toward your chest, roll it forward, inhale, lengthen, look forward. Exhale, round the spine, lift the hips, downward dog. Big, long, slow inhale, bring it forward. And as you exhale, roll it back. Keep those legs nice and active. Inhale rolls you forward, lengthen the spine, tailbone toward heels. Exhale, round it in. Good, continue on. Full inhales, press through those hands, lift through the upper back. Exhale, round the spine, lift up through the lower belly. Good, inhale, coming into plank, nice slow breath. And exhale, downward dog. Good, keep going. You have 30 more seconds here. Inhaling, lengthen out. Exhaling, drawing in. Good, inhale, come up onto the toes, roll the spine, round it out. And as you exhale, round it in. Good, maybe 2 more rounds here, nice and slow. Full inhale, come forward. Exhale, round it back. Last time here, inhale, roll it forward. And exhale, roll it back. Good, pausing here, 90 seconds downward dog. If this is gonna be too much for you, go to child's pose, maybe you can go to your knees. You can do puppy's pose, so your hips over your knees, and then drop the chest down. So you have options here. Try to hold downward dog, and see if you can find a position for your shoulders where you feel most supported. And that's usually shoulders away from the ears, shoulder blades drawing away from the ears, hands pressing, lengthening the tailbone back. If the hamstrings are too tight, bend the knees. Imagine the sit bones lifting to the ceiling. And then lengthen the top of your head toward your thumbs. And just like that, you have 30 more seconds. Good, one more full inhale here. Exhale fully. Last 10 seconds, inhale, roll it forward to plank. Pausing there, draw the heels of your hands toward your toes. Toes toward the heels of your hands. Press into that upper back. Drop the tailbone toward your heels. Good, one more full inhale. And then as you exhale, lower it all the way to the floor. Good, once you're on the floor, you're gonna keep your block by your head. You're gonna take that right arm out by your side so your shoulder and elbow in line, your hands up higher toward your head, and you're gonna roll over toward that right side. So you're gonna stack yourself on your right side, using that block as a pillow, and then get a little chest stretch here. So stack the hips. If you can go deeper, top leg's gonna bend and press into the floor. That right hand is gonna just give yourself a little balance on the other side. Couple more breaths here. Exhale fully. As you inhale, roll it back to center. Take that right arm out by your side. Elbow and shoulder in line, hands up closer toward your head. Slide the block over and roll yourself over to the other side. So stacking the hips. Press down in with the hand, press in with the elbow, getting into that chest. And then if it's okay, top leg pulls back. Good, that left hand's using as balance. Breathe into it. If you do a lot of pushing and pulling, this part's probably really tight. Good, one more big inhale. Stay to exhale. Extend the leg out. Inhale, roll onto your belly. Good, so we're gonna do a little variations for our back. So we do a lot of core exercises. A lot of times we forget that the core extends into our back body, so we're gonna work on that as well. Ground down through the toes, ground down through the hands. As you inhale, roll the shoulders back. Exhale, lengthen the hands back. Good, then start to lift those heels. Spread through the toes, draw everything to the center line as you lift your chest. Lengthen the head forward. Breathing. So you can stay here, or you can add on. You can take your block. You're gonna take your block, bring your block behind you, squeeze the block, and lengthen it toward your feet. Good, keep squeezing the heels together. And for the last 30 seconds, you're gonna inhale, bring the block forward, hold it, exhale. Inhale, bring the block back, exhale. Inhale forward, exhale behind. Good, opposite direction, inhale forward, exhale behind. Good, one more time, inhale forward, exhale behind. Hold it here, last 10 seconds, lift up a little bit higher, squeeze the shoulder blades back, ground down with the pubic bone as you lift those heels, and exhale, release. Good, turn your head to one side, bend the knees, give yourself a little shake from side to side. And then bring your head back to center, ground through those hands, press it back, open the knees nice and wide, sit back, child's pose again. Dropping it down, reach through those arms, and breathe here. So getting into a little bit of an arm stretch here. See if you can bring the palms together. Press down into the elbows and start to bring those hands to the back of your head. And then press down into the elbows, broaden through the upper back, drawing those shoulder blades away from one another. Two more breaths here. Exhale fully. As you inhale, reach the arms forward. Exhale, pause. As you inhale, shift the weight forward. Exhale, take that right foot, step it forward. Good. Take the back leg, straighten it, squeak that heel back, and then drop the back knee. Press the chest forward. So you might need blocks depending on your hip flexor flexibility here. Or you bring your hands to your knee. Drop the tailbone toward the floor. So scoop that lower belly in, shoulder blades roll back and hold. So we're going to do 45 seconds on each side here. Press into the front foot, draw the front foot back as that back knee draws forward. Really getting into the hip flexor here. If you're feeling okay with a little bit deeper stretch in your chest, lengthen those arms back. Good, breathing. Wherever you are, breathe. Good. And then from here, exhale fully. Slowly bring those hands down. Step that right foot back. And bring that left foot forward. Good. Straighten the back leg, get as wide as you can, and then drop the back knee. Taking left hand to knee, right hand to knee, drop the tailbone, roll the shoulders back, and draw up through that lower belly. Good. Breathing here. Left heel draws back, right knee draws forward. Lift up as you open the chest. Any hand modification you did before, you can do again here. I don't know about you, but I'm sweating. Find your breath. Good, 10 more seconds here. One more full inhale. And as you exhale, hands to the floor. Take that left foot, step it back. Good, do one round of cat-cow as you inhale, roll forward, look forward. Exhale, press and round. Good, and then you're going to bring that right foot forward, left foot forward. You're going to bring your feet about hip distance apart or more. Turn your toes out, heels in, drop those hips, come to Balasana. So this might be a little tight. For some of you that have tighter hips and hamstrings, you might be hovering up here. A little bit more strength for you. As you get better, dropping it down, lift the chest, press those elbows into your shins, lift the heart, pull the hands to the heart. Now if this is too much for your knees, you can get the same stretch, but sit on your block. So same idea, really pressing the knees away, lifting the chest, press into the soles of the feet. Good. Breathe. Got about 20 more seconds here. Rocking around always helps. It really gets into those little tighter areas of your hips. We're going to add in a little twist. If you find that this is right at your edge, stay here. Don't worry about the twist. Good. Then from here, you're going to take your right hand to the ground. So I'm going to turn slightly forward. So you're going to take your right hand to the ground, press into that knee, take that left arm, reach it up. Good. Open the chest, drop the hips. Breathe. For those that can, maybe you bind. Deeper stretch, but this is just fine. Good. Inhale, come back to center. And as you exhale, opposite side. Open it up and again, binding around. If you can, keep lifting the chest. Otherwise, hands find on the ground. One more full inhale. Exhale, back to center. Lift the chest, and then round the spine, roll it forward. Good. Draw that lower belly in, bring chin to chest. Reach through those arms. Exhale fully. Inhale, lifts the chest. Exhale, come off the block if you need to. Drop those hips. Good. Come in a little bit into some core work, so boat pose. I'm going to come a little bit on an angle. Lift the chest, draw the knees together. Flex the feet, lean it back till you feel that core engaged, and then start to hover the feet. Good. Squeeze everything in. Resist the urge to dump. Keep lifting. Imagine someone's pulling your chest up, squeezing the knees. If you're feeling okay, maybe legs start to go straight. Maybe for the next 15 seconds, you reach toward your right side. Spread through those toes. Good, breathe. Maybe the next 15 seconds you go toward the left. Keep lifting through the chest, spreading through the toes. Knees bent is totally fine. You can still do that here. Find your breath. In and out of the nose. Good, maybe you come back to center, and maybe you inhale, lower it, hover. Holding, find a little bit of static, a little bit of that quivering. Lift the chin, breathe. Lift it up, last 15 seconds. Good, breathe. Lengthen through the arms, lengthen through the legs, smile maybe even. You're almost done in 5 seconds. And exhale, bend the knees, lift the chest, hug it in. Good. From here, lengthen it out. Bring the soles of your feet together. Knees are gonna go out wide into Baddha Konasana. So if you find you're rounding here, because again, your hips are tight, sit up on a block or a bolster. Inhale, sit up nice and tall, draw the shoulder blades back, press the soles of the feet together, and exhale, fold it forward. Draw the knees down using your legs without using your arms right now. Press the soles of the feet together. Let the chest come forward, not the head. Breathe. Find and regain your breath here, slowing it down. Good, 3 more full breaths. So exhale fully here. And then as you inhale, lengthen a little, bring those elbows forward, press the elbows down and out into those thighs, press the soles of the feet together, and lengthen the spine more. Good, so really bringing that belly toward your feet, your chest toward your feet or toes, and then imagine one day that chin is gonna rest on the floor in front of you. All right, take that mental imagery you use as an athlete. Just imagine it. Maybe you get closer with each little breath here. Still pressing the soles of the feet together, still drawing in through the lower belly. You have 10 more seconds here. Exhale fully. Inhale lifts the chest. Exhale brings you back to center. Draw those knees either in, so you're cross-legged, so you have a twist, simple twist here, or if you want to go a little deeper, lift the right knee, draw that left foot underneath, right foot goes over the left knee. If that's too deep, bring it on the inside. Hug the knee in first, bringing that left shoulder toward the right knee, sitting up nice and tall, and again, if you feel like you're rounding in the back, sit on a block, lift your spine. And rotating here. Now what you want to do is you want to pull your knee in, but then also push your knee away so you're really getting deep into that hip, getting into the piriformis down there, getting into those deep hip muscles. Good, breathing. Hugging in, grounding down, lifting the spine. Inhales, lift you. Exhales, hug it in. So as I'm hugging this in, I'm also pushing my knee away so I'm getting deeper into that hip here. So a lot of times people press their hand down. You don't really need to. You can really find all the stretch you need right here in this particular modification. Good, you got 15 more seconds here. One more full inhale. Exhale fully. And then go ahead and you're going to switch it around. So you're going to take that left knee up, right leg's going to tuck under. You can either keep the foot on the inside hugging it in, or crossing it over the leg. Press down into that right knee, press the left hip down as you hug the knee in toward the right shoulder. And breathe. So inhales are going to lift you, exhales are going to rotate you. You might notice that one side's a little tighter than the other. Press down through the knees, press down through that front foot. Resist the leg while you pull it in. Let your breath be nice and full. Good, one more full inhale here. And exhale. Inhale, go ahead and unwind. And as you exhale, you're going to use that block again. If you're okay to sit in hero's pose, like your hips and your knees are much more flexible and you can drop it all the way to the ground, you are more than welcome to go here. I'm going to take it on a block. I'm going to make sure that my sit bones are right on that block. And again, you have different heights for that. So breathing here. Okay, so you're just going to sit here, lift up, draw it in. We're going to have different variations for this. So for some people, you're going to lean it back. You're going to draw your knees together, lift the pelvis slightly, roll the shoulders back. You're going to feel a good quad stretch right at the front of your quads. Maybe this is too much for one leg at a time, or 2 legs at a time. You're going to take 1 leg at a time. And I'll tell you when it's 45 seconds. We're already 20 seconds in here. For those that want to go a little bit further here, maybe you lift your hips, press them forward, roll it back. Good. Drop the tailbone toward your knees. Squeeze the knees together. Breathe. If you're only doing 1 leg at a time, switch legs. For those who want to go a little bit deeper, maybe you draw that block back, press the hips forward more, roll the shoulders back. Good. For those that are on your booty, you're laying all the way down, right? So you're leaning it back, maybe you're to your elbows. Squeeze the knees in. If you can roll all the way down, lengthen the tailbone toward your knees. Keep breathing. Good, you have 20 more seconds here, wherever version you're in. Breathing. Good, keep breathing. Open the chest, lean it back. 2 more full breaths. 1 more full inhale. Exhale. Slowly make your way all the way back up to seated. Come to that hero's pose. If you have 1 leg out, drop back in. Take a moment there. Good. Then we're going to come into pigeon. So if you know your knees aren't good for pigeon, you'd rather lay down in a reclined figure 4, you're more than welcome to do that. Otherwise, we're going to bring ourselves forward, tuck our toes, press it back, downward dog. And you're going to take that right knee, bring it to the outside of your right wrist. So right knee to the outside of your right wrist. That leg angles in, press in with the toenails, extend the back leg back, drop the back knee. And then lift the chest, and then start to lengthen the chest forward. So that left hip's going to drop forward, come down to your elbows, point the back toe, ground down into all 5 toes. Then maybe that block's handy. You can take your head, rest it on the block. Relax the shoulders. So both hip bones are coming forward. You're pressing down into the shin, into the toenails of the front leg, and then you're lengthening your back leg back, pressing into the toenails. Full breaths. Getting a little bit deeper into those hips now that we've opened them. Move them. You have 15 more seconds here. Full breaths. One more full inhale. And exhale. As you inhale, bring those hands back underneath the shoulders, tuck the back toe, press it back, downward dog. Give it a little pedal. And then bring that left knee to the back of the left wrist. Good. Take that back leg, extend it back, nice and long. Press that right hip forward, uncurl the back toes. So pressing down into the back toes as well as the front toes. Lift and lengthen the spine, and then start to hinge it forward. Right hip comes forward, left hip draws back, and then using that block, letting your head rest. So you have different options with your block. You can drop it down another level if you're feeling comfortable, but keep pressing both legs down into the mat. Inhales, you're going to think of lengthening out from your hip bones, and then your exhales, you're going to think of melting those legs down into the mat. Let your breath be your guide. You have 10 more seconds here. One more full inhale. Exhale fully. As you inhale, walk yourself back to your hands. Tuck the back toe, lift those hips, press it back, downward facing dog. Take a few breaths here, pedal out the feet. Lengthen the spine. One more full inhale. And exhale. Inhale shifts the weight forward. Exhale, drop those knees down, coming all the way down onto your back. You've done it. You're almost there. Laying all the way down here. And then drop both knees into the chest. Give them a little squeeze. And then draw those knees as wide as you can. Flex the feet up to the ceiling. Reach for the heel edge of your feet. And then draw those knees wider than your chest. And then press the elbows into your calves or shin. Draw the knees away from each other more. Lengthen the tailbone to the end of your mat. Keep resisting feet and hands. And then rock a little bit from side to side. Happy baby. Loosening up through the hips, into the low back, slowing that breath down. Exhale fully. Go ahead and release those legs, give them a little shake up to the ceiling, and then place one foot down at a time onto the ground. Extend those legs out nice and long, coming into everybody's favorite, relaxation or shavasana. Making sure you're in this position as much as you need to be comfortable. Use props if you need them. But spread those feet out wide. Let your feet drop out to the edges. And then press in with the elbows. Lift the chest, draw the shoulder blades toward the spine and away from the ears. So your chest is slightly lifted. And then let those arms drop out by the side with your palm turned up. Lift your chin slightly to a neutral position. And then getting out any little wiggles you need to so that you can rest comfortably. And then wherever you are with your thoughts, bring your thoughts back to your intention, whatever intention you had around strength. And then reflect upon that with your practice today. Were you able to hold strong in whatever area you needed to? Were you able to physically be strong? Mentally, emotionally? Did you use your props when you needed to? Did you allow yourself modifications? Whatever you needed to do to make yourself stronger, just reflect on that. No judgment, just notice. And then notice that for next time when you come back to this practice. Allowing yourself to be stronger in that practice than you were today. And then wherever you are in your breathing cycle, exhale fully. Take a full inhale, let the belly rise. Let the rib cage expand, let the chest expand. Take in as much air as you can. Hold it in. Imagine as you're holding that air in, that strength is seeping into your bones, your nervous system, your muscles, all the way into your brain. And then open the lips and sigh out anything that's not going to serve you. Let it all go. Let your breathing come back to normal. Let yourself surrender here into Shavasana for a few moments, letting your body absorb that practice, that energy, that strength from this practice. those that can stay longer, I suggest that you do. Stay as long as you need to. For those that are here for this time frame only, start to take a little deeper breath. And on your next breath, bring some movement into the fingers and toes, maybe the wrists and ankles. On your next breath, reach your arms back behind your head, slide your feet together, give yourself a long stretch. And then slowly bend the knees. Bring your feet out as wide as your mat. Let your knees drop to the ceiling. And then on your exhale, drop your knees to the left. Good. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale to the right. Taking one more each side, windshield wiper legs, getting into the hips, the low back. And then when you're ready, draw those knees into the chest, give them a little squeeze. Using your arm as a pillow, roll over to your favorite side so you're laying on your side and your arm. Pause there for a moment, knees are bent. Scan of the body, check in with the mind. And then when you're ready, mindfully pressing yourself up, coming all the way back up to a comfortable seat, whether that's seated with crossed legs, maybe you're back in hero's pose or on your block. Take a moment, close the eyes here, allow the hands to come to the heart center. Acknowledging the strength that you've created in this practice, allowing that to help you off your mat once you step off today. We'll seal that all in with one Om. Take a full inhale. Bowing your head slightly. Take a moment. Acknowledge all the greatness in your life here. Think of one thing in your life that you truly are grateful for. Ask yourself if there's any way you can make that better in your life for tomorrow. See that happen in your mind's eye as you raise your head with a smile. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for your effort and your strength today. Drink lots of water, eat some veggies, wear some sunblock when you go outside, and we'll see you next time. Namaste.